welcome, lovely folk. We are getting into the Gemini reading here. We're going to start out with tea leaf, get into the moon and the stars tarot, then we'll move to Queen of the Moon Oracle, and then the Moonology. Alright, let's get into it. I was feeling that one straight off the bat. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So you might be in a period of time where you really are valuing your relationships and your family, success. January, marriage. So some of you might be thinking about settling down in marriage right now, starting a family. It looks like if you are planning to ask somebody, there will be success there. And coins, money will be coming to you. Okay, I am getting, some of you might be worried that about funding for a wedding. And I see that it's not something you need to worry about. It will come together as it should. And so just focus on celebrating and, you know, the deeper aspects of it. Alright, let's get into the tarot here. Alright, messages for Gemini, please. Spirit guides and angels, thank you. Messages for Gemini. Messages for Gemini, please. And when their highest. And for some, this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be about a job. One that's going to bring a lot of security and help you and your family. And some of you, it's also just going to be, you know, deepening that bond. Maybe even, what's that called? Oh, I actually can't think of the term. When you do your vows again. There it is. Okay. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, vision, and then we have the High Priestess in reverse here. some of you are getting clear on your future, but don't forget to, stay grounded, be in the present moment, because well, it's good to plan and, at times look towards the future. You don't want to get caught there. You always want to be grounded into the present moment. And we have Four of Swords reversed, recuperation. So things are changing for you very and I see it being wonderful change, like great things are coming. And it's because you've held appreciation and value, more than just the material. But I do see security coming in the material. Like, you are going to be very financially secure. Your plans are definitely going to have success and bring in that financial security. But again, I think a lot of that is because you have good core values. But let's go ahead and clarify. Okay, I'm getting, you know what, there's flippers. Okay. I believe that, don't, get too caught in the bliss. Hold your vision. Oh, and I did get in your meditation to keep the faith. If you've been feeling like you've had to try a lot, you're in this, like, you've really had to muster the energy, and I see you being refreshed and renewed here soon. But hold the faith. Yeah, let me see what I wrote here. Yeah, don't lose faith. That's what I wrote. You just might feel close to burnout. So that does say, really get into the feeling your energy and feeling your body. Listen to yourself and see, and try to get out of your head, because I think perhaps, like, you're in your head over wonderful things. I think that you've been planning a lot, looking to the future, and it's wonderful to do that, but try not to let it take from the present moment. Get in your body, get in your feels, go in nature, get your feet in some water. I think water especially is going to help you feel more connected with yourself, your inner world. And I think it's important for you to do that because you're perhaps giving a lot of thought and energy outwardly at this time. And it's going, like, it's not wasted energy, it's going somewhere, but you need to invest in yourself as well. And it will help you. Yeah, with star, it's definitely confirming that. But also that there is going to be recognition for, like, your visions are definitely recognized by the universe right now and going to be fulfilled. But definitely get out of your head a little. You don't want to think about things too much, because that kind of stifles it. I think you're very clear on the direction that you want to go. But you just have to, take a step back, take care of yourself, invest into you, because you can't invest into things if you don't invest into your own energy, your own recuperation, your own rest. I'm definitely getting rest as well. But yeah, you're very clear with what you want. You just might be so pinpointed, focused on it, that then that kind of it's like that watched pot never boils kind of thing. So take a step back and trust. If you're looking at it too much, then you might look at that and see if, like, is that because there's doubts there? Because if you know something, then you wouldn't. And I think in knowing that it's going to happen, it is going to happen. But just, you don't want to get too caught on it, because then it's like, are you so focused on it because you're worried about it, when you really have no reason to be worried? There's success here. Know that what is meant to you, what is meant for you, is coming to you in many ways. And I definitely see it being a karmic debt being paid to you. You've been very caring, and you've perhaps felt a bit out in the cold because you haven't seen, sort of things come of your, you don't do things to get like, I feel like you have been in a wonderful energy where you do not have expectations, but you still haven't, you feel like you're doing a lot and not seeing much of that back. And I think things are shifting and definitely coming in for you. And it's going to be a wonderful time coming up. All right, and then we have here 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. This again is, I'm feeling like, yeah, it's felt like you haven't seen, you feel left out in the cold, in the sense that you haven't been seeing a turn in what you've been doing, the efforts you put in, but you are going to be recognized for these things. It's just been, you know, I think part of it is the universe has been wanting you to take a rest, that you've been very in your mind, because you're so full of passion, but you're burning yourself out a bit. But this is definitely transforming. This is definitely, I think some of you have experienced specifically like an ego death. You've been really looking at your motives, your drive, and kind of transforming that into giving yourself better fuel, which is why I think you're going to have a better outcome. You are going to nourish yourself and step into that energy of being very connected with yourself and seeing and knowing that good things are coming. Just hold on to your faith. And I think that you have been very good about letting go of expectations. I think that's been part of your ego death, that you've learned that's important. But you're not quite through that tunnel yet. You're still correcting that a little bit. And it's definitely bringing you into a very good yin energy, bringing things in. Alright, let's go ahead and get your Queen of the Moon Oracle. Yeah, I think doors are being opened for you here. I think there was something you may have been maybe holding yourself back on, but that's something that you've already been working through and overcame. And so the rewards are coming for that. Alright, messages for Gemini, please. Spirit guides and angels. Messages for Gemini's eyes. Messages for Gemini's eyes. Fear waxing giveth. So I think, yeah, you've been overcoming your fears. And again, I see ego death. So you've started to see, you know, and it expose within yourself, shine a light on all of the things and see them in a new perspective and understand, like, that these fears were falsely created by your ego, and you've been challenging that and breaking through that. Acceptance. I think a lot of it's been through acceptance. Acceptance of who you are in every given moment. And, you know, loving yourself no matter where you're at. But also I see that's, again, about your good karma. You've been very loving and accepting towards others, and that's definitely attracting, you know, like energy, attracting higher vibrations back to you. Some of you are in a twin flame connection, and you might already be, or you're about to be. We have focus. I'm getting again with this about don't let your faith be you know, hold the faith. Be a mountain. Don't let anything move you from that. But also, again, like, have the faith, but don't obsess over anything. Focus on the things that you know, can put your hand to, the things that you can change. And just know, have the confidence that these things are coming to you. And balance. Yeah, I feel like this is very connected with this one here. Focus, balance your focus. And be grounded. And again, like with the water, I very much am feeling like getting in water is going to help you. I think it's going to give you clarity, but also get you out of your head and into a more flow state. If you can get in natural water, I think that's going to be that much more powerful of a way to help shift you into that flow energy. And maybe even under the moon. I think that would be very rejuvenating for you. You might even get some psychic flashes, some messages when you do that. Alright, move into moonology here. Okay, I'm being urged. I did get in your meditation something about in 3 days. I don't know what it was. I wasn't gonna say it unless it came to mind again, and it definitely did. Something in 3 days. Okay, definitely some of you are going to get messages when you get in the water. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. And that's also, again, about getting into your energy, getting into your power, and just knowing. Knowing things are coming to you as they're meant to. And what do you need to release? Waning moon. Right, perhaps being so in your head is causing there not to be space. I think you have clear vision. Maybe you it's not that there isn't clarity, it's that there is just perhaps too much movement through your mind to where okay, I just got the devil's in the detail. So again, that's with that focus, that like if you focus so hard on something and get too into the details, it can, take from that. So step back, look at the whole picture, and make room. All right, let's get the charms here. All right, this is definitely more about Empress energy and abundance. So yeah, money is coming in, abundance is coming in, and you're going to be secure. The cat for independence. Okay, so if you are in or stepping into any connection, but I am feeling a twin flame connection, or just a very deep make sure you keep balance between, valuing each other, but valuing yourself. Don't lose yourself in the relationship. Make sure you do things for yourself that you enjoy, to make sure you stay in your energy as well, so you can meet each other and not just get lost in the connection. We have here at the heart, it's reminding me of Aries though. The horns. I suppose that could be Capricorn. I got Aries though. Some of you, the partner may be an Aries. An anchor, yeah. So with anchor, you make sure again to take time to get in your own energy, to ground yourself, to let go of your thoughts and just listen. And more about water. Perhaps you think best near the water. I'm a Cancerian, I'm the same way. Or I guess not think best, meditate your best. And think best. It just depends on where you're at with it. I'm feeling more about abundance here with that. And pollinating money. Some of you also, as you get money, are going to look into investing, ways to spread that money to grow more. Meditation, focus meditations might help you. So lighting a candle, or that can actually be harmful to your eyes if you stare at the flame too long. So just find something to look at, and you want to empty your mind but keep your eyes on this thing. You can also even get your eyes into a very relaxed state to where, and if you fall asleep, then your body needed that. So never feel bad about falling asleep in a meditation. That's your body telling you what it needs, and you can just keep doing it, and eventually you will progress. But yes, stare at that thing and keep bringing your eyes back to it. Keep centering your eyes. This might keep you, because again, not that you don't have the vision, it's just that some of you might have ADHD, or just again, need to step back and see the whole picture rather than narrowing in on one thing. I think that's part of when you do the focus meditation, sometimes you no longer, you'll notice as you do this that you begin to, your eyes start to develop this whole view rather than just narrow vision. It's hard to explain. You'll see as you do it. I think that's also going to be what helps you realize what you need to release. Right, don't forget to, again, enjoy the present moment, enjoy the journey. It's not just about the destination. I think you have learned to let go of expectations, but it just sometimes still can creep in, and you just gotta keep reminding yourself to get present, bring yourself into the moment. The tail here. I kind of think this is actually about a surprise. Maybe that has to do with the 3 days. But more about water. We have a flower here, a daisy. Actually, it's reminding me of chamomile. Again, get rest. Rest is really going to help you. And then I think things are going to move very more efficiently. This is a little character. It reminds me of a kid though, and it's reminding me of taking time to play. It's also perhaps just get in the water to play around, if you have any beach toys or pool toys or anything like that. We had the star here. I think this is about the new perspectives that you've gained through your fears. I'm also being reminded how our challenges, what we perceive as our weaknesses, often are what become our strengths as we move through them. Another star here. You are going to get the recognition that you deserve. Things are going to okay, and we have the tree here. Again with the surprise. There might be a surprise gift. But some of you, this also just might be an insight given to you. I see you're very good at balancing you're a very logical person, and you're good at balancing the logic and the abstract. But do make sure that you give your mind a rest, because again, you don't want to burn out. Alright, well, we will leave this here, and I thank you so much for being a part of my journey and welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. Until next time, lovely folk.